Okay, so that's why we had the media blackout, and we planned when we get on the ship, that was the day that we were going to go online. That didn't work, obviously, because they thought we'll just send drones, whatever. So this time we said, well, we're going to fight all the fights. If we fought drones, then we will fight everything else, because what else can be, like, what else can you do after a drone attack on European territory? Like, I don't know, like they will send snipers or something to Europe. I'm not sure. So we just, we just did what we could do, and we had a great media strategy. And I would also like to add to this, right? And this is me being very, very honest with you. There were a lot of white people on that ship. And this has shown the world that white lives, unfortunately, do matter more. When they see white faces, known faces especially, they matter more. And this is not, this is not me saying it. We have to challenge the systems. We have to challenge the system by asking questions. Why is it like that? I'm not saying that, that a white person looks at another white person's face and says, well, you're white, so you deserve to live. No, it's something that's ingrained inside of us. It's really subconscious. So we have to question the systems that condition us in that way. But also, these European and white people, they know the complicity of their countries, and they use their privilege. And this is what we have to focus on. We have to focus on the fact that, there are people, they know their privileges, and they really are willing to put their lives on the line. And this is nothing heroic. It just shows that we have come to a point that we had to make a radical decision like that.
Yeah, for many Gazans, they don't have a choice whether they put their life on the line or not. No, they they have a choice between putting their life on the line to get food or starving to death. They don't get that choice. Like, do we stay in comfort and in silence?
Can I just add something? And this is a very important thing, and we've had many discussions around that. I can wake up, literally, when I came back, I could just say, you know what, I'm just going to stop being an activist. A Palestinian cannot do that. A Palestinian here in Germany cannot stop being a Palestinian, being criminalized for just because they're Palestinian. And the Palestinians in Gaza cannot just say, I'm just going to stop being Palestinian. Or in the occupied territories, and I mean whole Palestine occupied territories.
What was it like? Because you were on the water for about a week. No, you were sailing for a couple of days, and you knew that you were possibly facing great violence. Like, you didn't know exactly what was going to come, but the conscience was gone. And at the same time, I imagine you got, I saw pictures from Gaza, people sitting at the beach with signs saying, Madeleine, welcome, Madeleine, we're waiting for you. And I even saw someone say, like, oh, the biggest cargo that the Madeleine was carrying was hope. What was that like, sailing really like towards this incredible, this place of incredible colonial violence, and not knowing what was going to happen to you, and knowing that you would be in the eye of a massive war machine that has for decades murdered and oppressed with impunity?
We were 12 people, so I don't, everyone feels different. I can only speak about myself. I was not, I'm really not scared. I'm just not. There's not more I can say about that, because, watching children being starved and bombed, men, women, I'm like, it's scary to live in a country that denies it, and a country that fuels it. I think that is scary. It's scary to see the cops beating us for nothing. You should never beat anyone anyway, but being being beaten for standing up. These things are scary. And what is violence in the face of like collective violence in the world? And I'm talking about like so many nations. The whole global south is bleeding. Africa is bleeding just so we can have our luxuries here. So I'm privileged, and I have to use this privilege. I have to, make a stance as a human being, and not just me, but so many people around the world. And we were 12, but there are millions of people around the world. So if I'm gone, trust me, there are so many millions of people around the world. So who cares? People will get up, and they know this. And Netanyahu knew this. Ben Gvir knew this. All of these psychopaths, cuts knew it. They hated the fact that they couldn't kill us. Trust me, I was with the IOF soldiers for 20 hours on the small vessel Madeleine. We were sailing to occupied Palestine, and this is how far we were away from the occupied territories, because we were 100 nautical miles away, which means 160 kilometers away from Palestinian territory, occupied Palestinian territory. So sitting there with their propaganda stand, like we knew what was going on, and trust me, we did not drink one drop of their water, and we did not take any bite from those sandwiches. Like, we just fought getting killed for something as silly as saying no to them. It's not worth, if we go down, then it should make sense, right? So I'm not going to go down for a sandwich. So I took it and I put it on the ground, That's it. As simple as that. But they hated it. They hated it.